Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Ian back again with a brand new video, and today I want to talk about something a little controversial in the Fortnite community right now. It will be about the V-Bucks revoke, reduction, however you want to call it. I would also just like to start off this video by saying these things. I just want to clarify that if you feel like you legitimately purchased something from Epic Games or Xbox with legitimate money and it got revoked and removed from your account, you will need to either contact Epic Games support, you need to contact the Xbox support, or wherever your purchase place is, i.e. e.g. PayPal, right? And figure out the reason why it was removed. I also just want to go over that I got a little update saying that innocent people will receive the cosmetics removed from their accounts back in the next few days. So in the next few days, you should receive the cosmetics that were taken away from your account if you legitimately bought them, okay? Just want to put that out there, right? I just want to make that very clear. I knew if I put that at the end of the video, I don't think anybody's going to listen to it or watch it. And this is an honest and truthful and me just being raw about the situation, right? So just wanted to clarify that, right? Okay. I will just go over again one more time that they did make an update, and they said that they will be restoring items that were removed earlier this week for players who, well, it says made less than 7 refunds since December 2024. So if you are an innocent player who got their cosmetics / V-Bucks taken away, you will receive all the removed cosmetics back in the next few days. Just want to put that out there. Cool. That's the big update. Alright, now we're gonna get, and now you can click off it if you want. I'm just gonna give sort of my opinion on it. So here we go into it. So people were getting V-Bucks and cosmetics removed out of their account pretty brutally, and it has been happening in the last couple of days, and it just kind of all of a sudden came out of nowhere. And people have been very upset, which makes total sense. You had something in your account and it got completely removed by Epic Games themselves. So even Taberhill made a video about this, saying that Fortnite will remove your V-Bucks and cosmetics for doing this, and that is 100% true. And this is, I will get into this. Now he also went over people who innocently got cosmetics taken out of their account. I obviously just went over it saying that if you were innocent and you legit bought things from the Epic Games Store and they were taken away, they should be recovered back into your account in the next few days, even if it was from years ago. I also just want to state that I am a person who plays on Xbox, but I do buy my purchases through the Epic Games, only because you get a little bit back. And it makes the purchases so much easier, and I got all my accounts linked so that it all was connected, and nothing from my account got removed at all. Like I was fine, nothing got removed. The only thing that happened was my account did get that like refresh, where like everything went to default, and I was wondering if maybe this is the reason why that all happened. But no, I have not had anything removed. I have always bought everything legitimately, and the things that were gifted to me were bought legitimately. So, yeah. So they started off by saying, we've fixed the delay where items that were refunded on Xbox or previously gifted from fraudulent accounts were not immediately removed. As a result, some players may now see a message that their payment was reversed or refunded, and see recent items have been removed even from transactions from several months ago. So, just trying to break that down so people can kind of understand it. There are people out in the world that were exploiting and using fraudulent accounts to buy and purchase things that they did not actually obtain the money or the account from. Just want to make that very clear. So if you're seeing something that was reversed or refunded, it's because somebody on their side used a fraudulent account, or they used V-Bucks that were not actually obtained on their account. Just want to make that very, very clear. And then you can see more, it says, see our article for more help, more details. We will go over that in a second, I promise. The next thing they talked about was to clarify, items only revoked for players who either made legitimate refunds started in December or took advantage of an exploit on Xbox that faked V-Bucks purchases. This does not affect regular purchases on Xbox or any other platform that weren't refunded, like mine. Nothing was refunded. So you get 3 refund tokens on your account, right? 3 in total. And I always use mine all the time. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm always having to refund all my tickets, but I'm always waiting for like the next year to get another V-Buck refund ticket. But yeah, there are people out there that don't legitimately buy V-Bucks, and they might be gifting you things, and now we're here. Now we're here at this point. Now you got to understand, from a business point of view, like, what people are doing is technically stealing, right? It doesn't look like it because there's nothing physically being stolen. But when you are doing this kind of plagiarism and this kind of, exploiting, Xbox that faked V-Buck purchases, yeah, you're technically stealing. Now you got to remember that sometimes there were things where people were able to find glitches, where if you bought like a pack, and then it like gave you like, the V-Bucks, and then you bought the pack again, and it still gave you the V-Bucks, and then you bought the pack. That is right there. That's exploiting. So that's doing something that isn't supposed to be part of the process. Now, Xbox and Fortnite, when it comes to their purchases, has always been kind of odd. They've always had like an issue, and I think it's partially to do with Microsoft and maybe Xbox's side. I don't know. I'm not part of that sort of process. But there always seems to be some sort of issue like this, where I do remember, I don't know, I can't remember what pack it was, but you could buy a pack and buy the V-Bucks, and then you could just keep buying it over and over again, and you kept getting V-Bucks, and it was cheaper than buying like actual V-Bucks. And then they even had that time where it was like you bought something, and it was super cheap, like it was only like a couple of cents, and you could just keep doing it over and over again, and you would get like 13,000 V-Bucks, right? That again is exploit, right? Like, those aren't supposed to happen, right? And now they've come to the point where they've gone through all those scenarios and been like, okay, we need to remove all these things because they were not legitimately purchased properly, right? And this is going to be one of the reasons why your account's probably in like negative or anything like that, is because people were buying things with V-Bucks that they actually didn't properly have. Like, it actually is expensive to buy V-Bucks. Like, V-Bucks are not free. V-Bucks shouldn't be free. The only time that it's free-ish, you still have to buy the Founders Pack, but it's through Save the World, right? And now, every day I log into Save the World, I can get 80 V-Bucks. And that is technically free. And that's the only way to do it. Sometimes streamers or whatever are generous enough to give you V-Buck codes that they legitimately purchase with real money. That's fine. That's another form of technically free. But I think anything else, it's not free, guys. Like, I do apologize. And then they said here, we fixed the delay. So that was from the previous one. I tried to put these in order. I think I got all the tweets about it. This one, we fixed the delay while items that were refunded on Xbox or previously gifted from fraudulent accounts were not immediately removed. So they're now going through accounts and making sure that it's all been removed, which is really good. Now, when you click on this article that I will go over with you, it comes to a page, like a website, and it says, why was an item removed from my account in Fortnite? And then it has this image on the website. And now I'm just going to go over the most important part of the details. So they said a couple of different reasons why this might happen. A refund or a payment reversal was completed on your account. So let's just say you bought something and then you actually refunded it. Yeah, the V-Bucks and the account is going to be removed 100%, right? If you go into a store and buy something and then you take it back, like let's just say the next day, and you no longer want it, you give them back the item and they give you back the money. That's how it works. It's trading, right? This is exactly the same. It's trading. You buy V-Bucks, or if you refund it, then they keep the V-Bucks and you keep your money. It's exactly how it works. There's no other way around it. I promise. This usually happens when a refund request is made or a chargeback is issued. So somebody has made a refund, right? The second thing is a player who sent you a gift has requested a refund or payment reversal. Guys, you need to understand that even if they're on your friends list of Fortnite, or if they're your actual friend, there's a very, very high chance that someday they might just be like, you know what? I want my money back. And it just happens. It's like a flick of a switch. And sometimes people just decide to refund things. I haven't, and there are things that I probably wish I could refund, but I let things go. I don't have a tendency to hold on to frustrations or anything. I just let stuff go. It's just a lot easier. But yeah, people who you know who maybe have gifted you something can 100% have the ability to refund that gift at any point, anytime. You also need to understand that with Epic Games, like they've made it pretty clear in their terms of services, that nothing that you own, even with me who's been playing since 2018, right? And I have I spent all that time and all the money on my Fortnite account. At any point, it is actually not mine. It's actually Epic Games, and at any point they could actually take everything away, right? And I have accepted that, right? I've accepted it. So when all this stuff happens, I would just accept it. I'd be sad. I'd be upset. I'd be frustrated. Of course, I'm a human. I have emotions, right? But I would also accept the fact that it's like, well, I knew in the back of my head that this is not actually mine. I don't own this stuff. And then this is the one I wanted to talk about, was you were a player, or the person who gifted you was a player, who took advantage of an Xbox exploit that faked V-Buck purchases, or you were gifted items by someone who did. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. But you see those videos online all the time, and they've got all those, free V-Bucks glitch, and you can get all these V-Bucks, and it's 100% working to get all these V-Bucks. It's fake, and it's false, and it now puts you in these positions where you now have everything removed from your account. It's just the way things are. V-Bucks are not something that's free or to be glitched or to be taken advantage of. They are it's costly, it's part of money, and it's just the way things are. When you go to get something from anything, from any store, if you want to use Epic Games as a store and V-Bucks as a product, you have to go into the store and buy the product. That's just the way it is. There's sometimes they have sales where things are a little cheaper. Sometimes they have things where you can, deals. That's different, right? That's completely different. That's the company making decisions on how they want to sell things. But at the end of the day, it costs real money to get real V-Bucks, to get real cosmetics. Okay, I've never exploited, I've never tried to glitch V-Bucks, because I knew it's a currency, it's a real thing, it's a real money thing, and it's like real money in life. Like, I'm not trying to glitch out the numbers in my bank account, right? Like, that's not what and this is the same for Fortnite. I'm not trying to glitch out the numbers in my V-Bucks thing. It's just not how it works. That's not how life works. That's not how this particular thing works at all. So yeah, I do apologize for anybody that has had stuff removed. If you were part of an exploit, or you had a friend who was like, yeah, this glitch 100% works and it's all good, just do what I'm doing, and then you got a whole bunch of stuff removed, I'm sorry to say, but it's probably was like meant to happen, and I'm sorry to say that, but I am somebody who plays on Xbox. I am somebody who plays Fortnite. I am somebody who makes purchases through Xbox and through Epic Games, and I didn't have anything removed or revoked or like at all, and I'm like quite content because I didn't do anything like that. Like, none of this affects me at all because I didn't do anything, and I didn't know anybody or have any friends, because I don't associate with people who do those kind of things, and that's just the way I am, and I kind of mosey my way through life. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much the way things are. Like, if you got your V-Bucks are in negatives, or you got something removed and it was because of the exploit with Xbox or some glitch for V-Bucks, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm sorry that this happened, but it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? I will say, just as I did stay at the start of the video, is that they have gone through and, you know, they're trying. Epic Games is, you know, they says we're making a correction to distinguish between accounts that made ordinary refund requests and accounts exploiting the refund system. So they're also trying to figure out what's going on. You gotta understand, as a business, for them, they actually have to do this. They need to actually knuckle down and get this done. And I'm actually glad that Epic Games is actually doing this, because you know, let's just use Xbox exploit as like an example. That should not be a thing. That should not be happening. Like, they're losing money, and it's giving people false hope on how to get V-Bucks, and thinking that getting glitches and all that kind of stuff is normal. Now, also, I want to say that I think the majority of this is happening are people who are pretty young, or kids. Like, I can't actually genuinely see. Now, anything's possible, but I can't imagine too many adults are trying to do exploiting V-Bucks. Like, I just don't. Like, I mean, obviously, I think there's always going to be one, but I'm pretty sure the majority of who this is affecting are people who are kids. Like, I see this happening with kids, and because obviously kids are people who are not working, they don't have money coming in on a regular basis, maybe their parents don't have a lot of money, so then they're trying to glitch out the system in order to get what they want, right? I understand that, but that's still not how this works. Like, if you can't get it and you can't have it, like, no means no. Like, there's no way of like trying to like get around and like trying to find some sort of exploit and trying to find some sort of way to get like more V-Bucks so that you can buy more things and then, you know, think that you're gonna get away with it. That's not how this works, right? That's not how this thing. And technically, it is like stealing, you know, and it's not good, man. It's not good to steal, you know. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. It looks like at the end of it, if you are innocent, and the V-Bucks and everything that you spent legitimately with real money, and they got taken away, Epic Games is working on trying to figure out who just made like a legitimate purchase, a legitimate refund, and will be giving those cosmetics back to you. It will take a few days, because it makes sense. Like, there's probably hundreds, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of accounts that probably did this sort of exploit, so it makes sense that they have to go through and make sure that everything is, you know, working and okay. But guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it was something negative. I really try to not talk about anything negative on my channel. I really try. I really do. And I got a few videos that need to come out, and I just haven't done it yet. So I apologize for that. I will be getting onto it. And I am also sorry for how long this video is. I just wanted to sort of, I guess, talk about literally everything a part of this sort of situation, so that, you know, I cleared sort of everything as much as I can. But also feel free to leave your comments down below and have a conversation with me. If there's something that I said that you disagree with, feel free to say something. Like, I have no problem with somebody disagreeing with something that I said. I think what I've said, though, has been pretty, you know, honest and, you know, real and the way that things are. But if you feel like there's something that I said that you disagree with, feel free to drop a comment and we can definitely have a conversation about it. But guys, that is it for the end of the video. Hope you guys all enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.